and remembering the king of pop.
Michael Jackson meant the world to me. He's my idol. I have loved his music forever.
And to celebrate the love, the music, the man that's Michael Jackson.
Hundreds of thousands of Michael Jackson fans are in L.A. for the superstar's public memorial. Only those with wristbands and tickets will be allowed into the Staples Center, where stars including Jennifer Hudson, Mariah Carey, and Stevie Wonder will perform. Jackson's relatives are expected to hold a private funeral this morning before the memorial, the public one anyway. And let's go now to Steve Futterman. He's live at the Staples Center. He's standing by with a preview of the big day ahead. So, Steve, let's start with the private part of this day, the funeral. What do you know about what's going to happen there?
Well, Lucy, nothing official has been released by Jackson officials, but we do expect a private family funeral service to take place at Forest Lawn Cemetery. That's around 10 kilometers away from Staples Center. Now, last night there was a bevy of activity at Forest Lawn. Some members of the Jackson family showed up. LaToya Jackson was there, and we saw a casket believed to be Jackson's brought into the cemetery and then removed. So this is where we expect the private family funeral service to take place. There have been suggestions that there might actually be a burial, but again, nothing official, but lots of speculation as always.
And when they emphasize that they want this private, and as you say, there have been very few official details released about this, how successful do you think they'll be at keeping this private for the family?
Well, Forest Lawn has some natural barriers. They have gates. They have security all the time, round the clock, and they'll be helped by Los Angeles Police Department officials. They will help try to enforce security. But, you know, you have the helicopters. They can view from overhead. All the satellite trucks are there with their long lenses. The paparazzi are there with their long lenses. So there'll be some privacy, but not total privacy. The private funeral service will take place inside a chapel at Forest Lawn, and we don't believe there'll be any cameras in there. So they'll have that privacy at least.
Now, I would imagine that's happening pretty early because the public memorial gets underway at 10 o'clock, Steve.
Yes.
Just talk us through that. How will that all unfold and what will happen?
Well, we expect the Jackson family to come by procession. They'll be escorted by California Highway Patrol, a motorcade coming from the cemetery here to Staples Center. It should take around 20 minutes or so. They'll arrive here. As you mentioned, the memorial service begins at around 10 o'clock local time here in L.A. That's 1 o'clock Eastern time. We've been given a list of people who may take part, among them some very big names, Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, Usher. There may also be a religious aspect to this. The Reverend Al Sharpton, a close friend of the Jackson family, he's expected to speak, and we may just have some people go on stage and give their memories of Michael Jackson, pay tribute to him, almost eulogy-like. So there'll be a mixture, and then also Michael Jackson himself, not here, but here in spirit. They may show some of the high-tech videos that they plan to use in his London concerts. Those may be shown here at Staples Center as well.
Now, you mentioned a lot of high-profile people, Steve, who are obviously going to be there. There's also been some high-profile regrets sent. Tell us about who's not going to be there and why.
Well, one of the biggest names, and a very close friend for many years of Michael Jackson's, Elizabeth Taylor. We expected her to be here. There were even reports she was going to be brought here by Barry Manilow. He was going to escort her. But last night, Elizabeth Taylor on her Twitter page, never knew Elizabeth Taylor had a Twitter page, she said that she would not take part, basically saying that this is just too difficult for her to attend. She did not want the world to share in her sorrow. Also not going to be here, Michael Jackson's former wife, Debbie Rose. She had some paparazzi issues the other night when she left a restaurant. She had some angry words for the paparazzi, and then suddenly she said that she was not going to attend. These two incidents may have a connection to them, so she's not going to be here either.
All right, Steve, lots to watch for today, starting very shortly. Thanks very much.